My dear students, welcome to the next class. See, the topic is means of spread. What do you mean by means of spread? That is, how do the microorganisms or the pathogens which are causing the different diseases enter our body. So that is what we are going to study today. So before that, we must know what is meant by communicable and non-communicable diseases. And we know that communicable diseases are those diseases which are readily spread from person to person, that is from an infected person to a healthy person. Whereas in case of non-communicable diseases, these are those diseases which remain confined, or it will remain in a person to the diseased person, and it will not spread from person to person. So such diseases are called non-communicable diseases, and I have shown here the examples for communicable and non-communicable diseases. So if it is a communicable disease, there are two ways how the microorganisms or pathogens enter our body. So the direct means and indirect means, which include the medium through which the diseases spread from person to person, are air, water, or by sexual act, or mosquito bite, or sharing food with the infected person, or sharing clothes with the infected person, or the materials used by infected person. So these are the ways how the diseases will spread from person to person. See here, whereas in case of non-communicable disease, we know cancer, pulmonary hypertension, these are the diseases which are non-communicable, which will not get transmitted from person to person. Now let us go through the topic communicable disease, direct and indirect contact, and what are the ways in which the diseases are getting transmitted with example. Now see here, I have shown through air. So the diagram is there in your textbook. So you can go through the diagram once. See here, through air, the main diseases which are transmitted through air are tuberculosis, common cold, and pneumonia. These are the three major diseases. Now what happens here is, when a diseased person or an infected person sneezes or coughs, you can see here the diagram shown here. See, he will release a large number of microorganisms into the air. So if these droplets are tiny droplets, it will remain in the air itself. And if the heavy droplets will settle down at the ground. But in whatever may be the case, they may enter the infected, a person living nearby him, or standing nearby this infected person, or a person who is in close contact with the patient may get infected with these microorganisms, and he too will become a victim of the same disease. So this is what happens when an infected person, a person sneezes or coughs. So the examples through air are tuberculosis, common cold, and pneumonia. These are the diseases which are spread through air. Now see here, I have shown the same diagram is there in your textbook. You can go through the diagram and see here through food and water. That the name of the disease is cholera. So the cholera spreads through, suppose if the excreta or the fecal matter get mixed with the food and the water, the diseases may spread from person to person. So the name of the disease is cholera through food and water. See here children, the diagram is shown here through food and water. The name of the disease is cholera. Now see here, mosquitoes are shown here. These are insects. So mosquito, we have studied that malaria spreads through the bite of a female Anopheles mosquito. So this is acting as a carrier to spread the disease causing organism, that is plasmodium, from an infected person to a healthy person. So when the mosquito bites an infected person who already got affected with the malaria, then the malaria causing protozoan, that is plasmodium, may enter the body of the mosquito, and thereby the mosquito will bite a healthy person, and he too will become an infected person of malaria. Now the next is through sexual act. So name of the diseases caused by sexual act, as we know already, that AIDS, syphilis, and gonorrhea are the diseases which are caused due to illegal sexual act, result in causing diseases like gonorrhea, syphilis, and AIDS. Now there may be chances for getting, direct contact, skin contact may result in causing fungal diseases. That is why it is said we should not share clothes with an infected person. So it is better to avoid such a type of taking things from an infected person. Now these are the ways how the diseases will get spread from person to person, that is from an infected person to an healthy person. Now here it is shown the diagram of a dog, that is a rabid animal. You know the disease caused due to, because the bite of a rabid dog will result in causing diseases. So these are all some of the ways how the diseases will get transmitted from a healthy person to an infected, from an infected person to an healthy person. Now the name of the diseases are shown here. Through carriers, malaria, then through sexual act, AIDS, gonorrhea and syphilis are the diseases caused through sexual act. Then through cuts and wounds, that is tetanus, and through skin contact, the disease is fungal diseases. Now through food and water I told you cholera, and through air it is tuberculosis, common cold and pneumonia. So these are all the name of the diseases caused from an infected person to a healthy person. That is why it is called as communicable diseases. Now details regarding AIDS, which is caused due to sexual act. So we can study in the next class. So study this very well.